Welcome everybody to Living Well with Sohini, a program dedicated to the practices of diet and lifestyle rooted in the ancient wisdom of yoga and Ayurveda. So today I would love to share with you an Ayurvedic recipe called spiced milk or golden milk, and it's a really great way to jazz up your vegan milks preferably, or your organic raw milks that you have at home. So this is a wonderful way also to bring spices into your diet on a daily routine. So spices not only are great for digestion, but also bring flavor to your food. So you're bringing that spark coming out of like maybe a bland, dull diet into something a little bit more invigorating. And as we are in the springtime is kapha time, or the elements of water and earth that are more predominant. And so this can have a tendency where there's a little bit more heaviness, sluggishness, tiredness, fatigue, things like this that will come into our own mind and body. So we want to counterbalance that with things that are light, invigorating, and bring that enthusiasm so we can come into the spring with more enthusiasm and energy. So we want to take the heaviness that is naturally in the spring, so the water starts to go into the earth, creates mud, and so this muddy, heavy, sticky quality feeling comes into our own body as an essence and translates into mucus congestion and maybe some allergies, colds, and flus. So it's imperative to increase the use of digestive spices. So today I'm going to show you two things. One, to make homemade organic almond milk, and then utilizing that to make your spiced beverage. So first ingredient are almonds, and almonds are heavy in nature. It's a nut, it has fat, it's excellent, very good for your brain health and cellular function. So what we want to do is not overuse nuts and seeds. We want to make sure that we're utilizing them in moderation, not too much to create sluggishness in the digestion. So as almonds, they're dry and hard, and so we want to bring some easy way to digest them. We want to soak them overnight, and then in that way you can blanch them, so you remove the covering, the skin of the almonds. Okay, so these have been already, I did it this morning, and you know, this is probably the longest thing that it's going to take in the whole process, but it's a meditation and it's fun. So the seeds, the almonds, you just take them and you just plop off the skin. Very simple and fun. So we have that. We have spring water, okay, natural or water, and then we have the spices. So let's start with making our organic almond milk. It is so easy, and you're eliminating lots of waste from buying them in the stores, and also you'll be able to tell the difference in the taste, a total different quality and flavor. So we're going to start with the almond milk, and I have here a NutriBullet. You can do it into a Vitamix or any kind of blender. So I would say about a cup of almonds to about 4 cups of water, but you decide how you'd like to have more of a heavier taste of the almond milk or something a little bit lighter. So there's 3 ingredients: almonds and water and a little bit of salt. Okay, so I'm going to take this and place it in here. I'm not going to use all of them, so I'm going to do a cup of almonds and then some water all the way up. So this is about 3 cups of water, a pinch of Himalayan sea salt, just like that, and then I'm going to add a little bit of raw vanilla. Okay, and you can get raw vanilla powdered, or you can get it in liquid form. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in here. Nice little flavor, about a half a teaspoon. And then that's it. I'm going to blend it up. And I'll do that for another 30 seconds. And we're good. So a minute, whoops, leakage happening. And that's it. So 2 things, just like orange juice. You like the pulp, you don't like the pulp. So what you can do, you can take a strainer and you would put it into your pot if you are going to warm this up and make it nice and soothing and nourishing, or you have it room temperature. So if it's in the summer or something like this, you might want to have it room temperature. In the morning, you're definitely going to want something warm and soothing, not shock the system. We know that. We've slept those 8 hours, and we want to put something warm in our system when we wake up. So I'm going to filter it out just so you can see that. And very simple. And then you kind of give it a little swirl, just so you know and you can see it firsthand. And then you take a spoon and kind of like press it down to get every last little bit of juice. Now, you want to save this leftover almonds because this is good, this is nourishing, this is not something that you want to throw away. You can use this in pancakes. You can use this alone with a little bit of a sweetener and just have it like this. And you can use it in baking and other things or creative ways that you can find. So I'm going to save that. And then that's it. Your almond milk is ready. I'm going to put this down here. And last is a sweetener. So my favorite is maple syrup. It's cooling. It's not going to offset my pitta. So the heating quality predominant in me. So I'm going to put a little bit of maple syrup in here. And then I have my almond milk. Vanilla, maple, fresh almond milk. I did not slave away. You can see 2 minutes and it's done. And I'm going to try it because I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Beyond amazing, beyond amazing. So, and guys, and ladies and everyone, you want to make sure that you're not overdoing it in quantity. So these are small, as you can see, and for a reason, to show you that they're supposed to be eaten in moderation. And so when we liquefy something, we can actually be having a lot of quantity in our bellies to digest. So when you're having almond milk, especially homemade, which is a lot more concentrated than the watery processed kind that you get in the supermarket, you want to have just a simple a cup like this, and that's it. Okay? So now I'm going to show you how to make a spiced version. And this is going to be a lot better on your digestion because we're bringing spices that aid in the digestion process. And that is going to break up the heavy qualities that are the nature in this almond milk itself. So the heavy qualities there. So what I'm going to do is put my almond milk, and you're welcome to like I said, you can strain it or you can keep the almond pulp and make it really a hearty, substantial meal. So this is an excellent thing to have at night. And with more nutmeg in it, that's a nice sleep aid. This is excellent when you're done having a cold or a flu and you want to bring back your immunity and your ojas, according to Ayurveda, is your vitality, your immunity. So this is rejuvenating to the body. So this is going to be building. It's going to bring you energy, resilience, power, strength. Okay, so I have the almond milk in there. I'm going to throw in a half teaspoon right here of the cinnamon. Organic cinnamon. Cinnamon is great for blood sugar. It's great for digestion. Then we have here black pepper. And that's another one, heating, very heating. So it's going to bring the qualities of heat into your body. Excellent for the spring, excellent for digestion. And then we have here cardamom. This is another great spice, one of my favorite actually for desserts, and it's good for your lungs, which is really wonderful for the spring because kapha lives in the lungs and the chest. That's where most mucus and congestion forms. So we want to make sure that our respiratory system is being paid attention to, especially in the spring. Then we have turmeric, the king of all, and one of my favorites. I use it every single day, a pharmaceutical grade anti-inflammatory, among other benefits to turmeric. So I put that in, and the black pepper actually with the turmeric marry together, and it really is a powerhouse. So it brings, and it's a carrier, allows that turmeric, the curcumin in the turmeric, to really reap the benefits of it in the body. So we have cinnamon, cardamom, black pepper, turmeric. Then we can add some fresh nutmeg. So for all of you who've never seen, this is a fresh nutmeg, and with anything that is whole, it's going to have the maximum benefits because it's still intact. You still have that juice and that vitality in it. The moment that you start to break things apart, you grind things, you're losing some of that quality, that enzymes, that power. But it's still okay. But if you really want to benefit, keep to whole spices and ground them yourself. Okay? So I'm going to put in some nutmeg. Just like that, and oh, and it smells so delicious and fragrant. And then we have here in this little thing is CCF, already pre-ground that I did at home, and I roasted it, and I have this in bulk because this is pretty much what I use on everything. CCF, cumin, coriander, and fennel. An excellent digestive aid, and it's perfect for, you know, your kidneys and diuretic and things like that. So it's a good stimulant for your digestion to have in general, and helps to break down your food. And so I'm putting that there. Time to stir this. And it's very simple. You just let it come to a low boil and let it simmer for a little bit, and taking form, letting the spices, you know, enjoy each other, and letting the spices get into this delicious nectar over here, turning colors because of the turmeric, so you get that golden look. And we're almost done. And lastly, we have the saffron. So saffron is a beautiful way to garnish. It's like giving that little extra touch at the end. And so this is done. We could go another minute, but it's heating up, coming to a nice little boil. I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to show you this deliciousness here. So since I didn't strain it, it's a thick. This could be actually a meal in itself. So you see this? I'm going to put this down so the camera have a nice angle at it. And then I'm going to turn this off. All right. And then we have a little bit of this is not turning off. All right, well, I'm taking this over there. And then we have, of course, a sweetener. So a little bit of sweetener in here, and voila. And I'm going to try this deliciousness. Wow, pretty amazing. Very, very hearty. And like I said, you can, create your own little thing. If you don't want to have so many heating spices, you take off a little bit of the black pepper, things like that. Let yourself experiment. So I hope you enjoyed making the almond milk and then the spiced golden milk. So thank you. You can find me at SohiniLiveWell.com or for workshops and yoga and much more at All That Matters in Providence and South Kingstown. Thank you, and may you crave the good. Namaste.